supposed to do quality control if I can't eat the product?
You're not. You work in accounting.
There we go. Alright. Left off on Jake Matthews. Alright. AJ Green, Elon Man.
Father, why can't we have DirecTV like the burgers do? We're settlers, son. We settle for things like having cable instead of DirecTV. They give it out on the gun. Working the land. Hoping for the silver screen. We have to live with lower customer satisfaction? I'm afraid so. Now, go churn us some butter, boy. And then make your own puddle.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Kendall Wright, Crockett Gilmore, Greg Jennings out of 75 for the Vikings.
To get your honest opinion about this new car. To keep things unbiased, we removed all the badging.
There we go, 75.
So what do you think it is?
Greg Jennings.
Maybe Acura.
Feels like a BMW. Let's look at the interior.
Gino and Russell Wilson.
So this car supports Apple CarPlay.
Siri, open now. She gets me.
So, yeah, this car also has Team Driver technology. It even mutes the radio.
Andre Johnson, Drew Brees, Julio Jones, pink out of 199.
What price range would you put this car in? 50 to 65.
The $80,000 bracket.
Well, what if I told you
Carson
this is the
Palmer and Cam
2016
Newton.
Chevy Malibu? This is a Malibu? Yeah, let's go check it out.
No way.
Got another hit in here.
I'm very
Yeah, I mean, all the technology.
That's a game changer, really. I want one. I'll take the house, too.
Got Steven Jackson, Andre Roberts, and Jerome Bettis, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tight end Luke Wilson for the Seattle Seahawks, and he was voted most likely to disappoint men when he turns around.
That is out of 199.
Next up, the Minnesota Vikings is Blair Walsh. He was voted most likely to look like every member of One Direction combined. Finally, from the Seahawks, the starting quarterback Russell Wilson.
Keem Nicks and
He
Marquise
was voted
Colston.
most likely to cover your eyes with his hands and yell, "Guess who?" Mike Zimmer was an assistant in the college and pro ranks for 35 years before finally getting a shot to lead the
Got
Vikings
Alex
last
Smith,
season. But 4 weeks into the
Jay
season,
Prosh,
rookie head coach found himself turning to a 21-year-old
Taylor Lewin,
rookie quarterback after
that
his
is not
veteran
numbered,
starter Matt Castle was injured.
Emmett Smith,
Well,
and Jerry Rice.
it appears getting Teddy Bridgewater behind center was the best thing that could have happened to Zimmer and the Vikings. He's the youngest starting quarterback in the playoffs. And while the growing pains may still be apparent, as they were last week against Green Bay, the fact is Teddy Bridgewater has taken the Vikings.
Nick Foles, Andrew Luck. Oh,
And though he's shown an
150
ability to perform
points.
well in the
We'll have to
cold,
randomize that at the end.
from a faraway football
John
background,
Elway
having
and
first
Chris
risen to
Johnson.
prominence as a star at powerhouse Miami Northwestern High School. He worked the area. He was really about football. Still, his football career nearly never happened.
Aaron
When he was in high
Rodgers,
school, his single mother,
Owens
Rose Murphy,
Darkwa,
was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Demarius
Then he
Thomas,
considered quitting
Brian
football to be
Hartline,
a
and
caretaker,
Derek
but she
Johnson.
insisted he play, and his mom was healthy by the time Bridgewater became a prize recruit at Louisville.
Box number
There, Bridgewater became a starter midway through his freshman season, and by his junior year, he was a top NFL prospect. The Seattle Seahawks have traded the 32nd pick to the Minnesota Vikings. Bridgewater was taken with that last pick of the first round in the 2014 draft. I'm so glad to be here. Finally stopped. As the Vikings tried to fill a void that, with the exception of Brett Favre's 2-year stint, had existed for a decade. I'm a Viking now, and whatever I can do to represent this organization, I'll do that. Since then, the road has decidedly pointed upward. A Rookie of the Year award from fan voting last season. And today, from Miami, now in frozen Minnesota, a chance to knock off the two-time defending conference champ in his first playoff game. What are we going to dissect here with Teddy Bridgewater? We're going to show you then why Teddy Bridgewater is
We got
going to have
Hakeem Nicks, CJ Mosley, AJ Green out of 75.
Seattle is going to try to take him away. Here's Cam Chancellor close to the line of scrimmage. Here's these 3 linebackers. All eyes are going to be on Peterson.
Drew Brees and Steven Jackson.
You can see what happens. Everybody is looking at Adrian. Yeah, but it comes down to Teddy Bridgewater making smart decisions, coach. And this is the key to the game. Even if the ball is not there, go the ball out of bounds, that you can't turn the ball over against his defense. He's going to have shots to make plays like this if he's accurate.
We got Marquise Colston, Fred Jackson, Justin Gilbert for the Browns out of 199.
Well, I think he, instead of just depending on Adrian Peterson, I think he has to use Kyle Rudolph, his big tight end. I think Jerick McKinnon, a backup running back out of
The
Stafford,
Browns.
he's an excellent receiver against those linebackers.
Andre Roberts and Alex
But I
Smith.
think it comes down to one of those young receivers needing to make plays. Throw the ball to his left. Stay away from Richard Sherman on the right. With NBC Sports live at the NFC Wild Card Playoffs anywhere online, on a tablet, and on streaming TV. Plus,
Fred Jackson, Emmitt Smith, Golden Tate, Nick Foles, and Andrew Luck.
Sunday Night Football, allaccess.com. Coming up, more on the frigid conditions in Minnesota today and how they could impact the game.
We got
Big news.
Jerry Rice, Josh Huff, and Eli Manning, the New York Giants, out of 75.
50% on Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rates. No gimmicks, no tricks. It's the biggest offer in U.S. wireless history. What about Verizon?
Eli Manning.
50% off.
AT&T too.
50% off.
Even T-Mobile.
50% off.
We got Aaron Rodgers and Jamal Charles.
$6.50 per line. So start the new year off right and switch today. Mid-size sedan of a middle-seat automobile. Basic, boring, fundamental, stuck squarely in the middle. Now, if you're looking
John
for
Elway,
well,
Chris Johnson,
then, I suggest
Trey Mason for the St. Louis Rams,
mid-size, masterpiece.
out of 149. Trey Mason. Josh McCown and Larry Fitz.
Smash and grub. Seen it? Covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. We are partners.
Can anybody help us? At Sears Winter Event, let our experts help you save 35%.
What's up, Greg?
on top buys, like
We
the
got Brian
Kendall
Hartline,
dryer for
Chris
$449.98.
Borland, Philip Rivers, Pink out of 199. Greg Olson and James Jones.
A brand new multivitamin you enjoy like a mint, with a full spectrum of essential nutrients. Surprisingly smooth, refreshingly cool.
I see you found the vitamins.
New Centrum
Derek Johnson, Alfred Morris,
delicious new ways
Orleans
to get your
Darkwa,
multivitamins.
Michael Crabtree, and Kendall Wright.
Good kid, you can move it.
Got Troy Polamalu, Brian Hoyer, Bo Jackson out of 99.
Returning February 29th on NBC.
Bo Jackson.
You can go back 4 decades to recall the last time there were outdoor playoff games in Minnesota. The Cowboys
Peterson and Steve Johnson. This is this number 2? Well, there's 5 left, so yeah, this is number 2.
with Bobby Bryant returning this block kick 90 yards for a score.
Got Tavon Austin, Damian Williams, Isaiah Burse, Broncos. Out of 10, 6 out of 10.
Well, that was
For
then.
Isaiah.
This is now, and
Kelvin Johnson and Gronk.
shivering a bit. They ought to take heart. It's getting warmer. It's only 5 although the wind still remains at 24 degrees. Here's high warm. I don't know if they ever played in a game quite this cold, but close. January 2005, your Steelers lost to the Patriots.
We got Bo Jackson, Super Bowl for Matt Stafford against the Lions.
As a receiver,
Terrence Williams,
well, it was
select
also playing
signatures.
back then, let me tell you, but you know, you heard Rodney
That
talk
is also
about
out of
being
10.
mentally strong, and as a wide receiver, you're not going to get
The
many
Cowboys.
opportunities in these conditions to catch the football. So today, you're going to see a lot of receivers use a lot
3
of
out of
catching the
10.
ball with their
Terrence
bodies rather
Williams.
than their as a third hand, especially in the cold.
Julian Edelman and
There's
Jimmy Graham.
absolutely no room for my bads or I get it next time. So however you play it, and maybe that means it's all about catching the football. By the way, that touchdown pass from Roger Staubach to Drew Pearson that we saw a while ago, that's the play that gave birth to the expression, the Hail Mary. Because they asked Staubach after the game about the play, he just said, I said a Hail Mary and I let it go. And the fans believe that he pushed off, that Pearson pushed off, and it was offensive pass interference, touchdown. There you go. Let's go back to Dan the guy. All right, thanks, Bob. Yeah, he did. He got Bob. All right, Seahawks offense, they were Marshawn Lynch. They're already without Jimmy Graham. How is this offense different?
It's really not different at all. They do what they do, and they plugged in a number of quarterbacks. And in the first game, it was Thomas Rawls. And if they get holes like this with that offensive line, it doesn't matter. Christian Michael can do this too, Rodney. Run the football. Remember, he's a great athlete at the quarterback position that could run a lot of bootlegs in misdirections. And when he gets outside his pocket, it's difficult to tackle Russell
Eric
Wilson in
Dicker,
this cold weather because defenders
Stephen
get
Morris,
set up and they get lazy.
Golden Tate
I think
Pink
Wilson could be
out of 199.
key with those kind of design runs.
When we look at the numbers with Lynch, they averaged 23 points. Without him, 29 points.
Nate Washington and Jeremy
Peter
Macklin.
King and Mike Florio, guys. Let's start with Marshawn Lynch and his future in Seattle.
Yeah, Dan, he's out today, and he's almost definitely out of Seattle after the season, and three reasons for that. First of all, he's been a tough guy for the team to deal with in recent years, and secondly, that 7-game performance from Russell Wilson with Marshawn Lynch out of the building, that incredible showing.
Ben Roethlisberger, Mike Wallace, Eric Ebron,
Most importantly, from a business standpoint, Marshawn Lynch has a
Detroit Lions
$11.5 million for
out of
2016.
49.
Replacement Thomas Rawls, only $530,000. Mike, a lot of news coming out of the Bengals-Steelers playoff game last night in Cincinnati. Ben Roethlisberger with a shoulder injury did return to the game.
RG3 and T.Y. Hilton.
But was in so much pain while playing, he told Todd Haley, the offensive coordinator, don't call any downfield throws. You've got to figure, though, that he'll find some way to be ready for the Denver game next week. Now, Antonio Brown, who suffered a concussion, according to Mike Tomlin, on a brutal hit.
Keenan Allen, Chris Long, Cam Newton out of 99.
People, Antonio Brown was telling teammates after the game, don't worry about me.
J.J. Watt and Marshawn
He
Lynch.
certainly expects to play against Denver. We'll see if he can get out of the concussion protocol this week to play. Now, finally, Vontaze Burfict. He was already in league purgatory for a huge hit on Max Williams that was not flagged in the Week 17 game against Baltimore. I expect, Dan, for Vontaze Burfict to begin next year.
Alshon, James Wright,
From the NFL.
Silas
And
Red,
those back-to-back
Noshawn Marino, and Tony
Vontaze
Romo.
Burfict and then Pac-Man Jones that allowed the Steelers to win it. The question becomes, should Coach Marvin Lewis have better controlled his players? And with Hugh Jackson, the team's offensive coordinator, in heavy demand for head coaching job elsewhere, the question becomes whether Mike Brown, the owner of the team, would consider replacing Lewis, who's been there 13 years, with
Percy
Hugh
Harvin,
Jackson.
Cam
Mike
Newton,
Brown has
Carolina
said he
Panthers
needs
Super
to
Bowl.
move quickly because
Richard
Hugh Jackson
Rodgers
ends up
for the
with
Green
another
Bay Packers out of 199.
Mike, there was one other injury yesterday in another game, the Kansas City-Houston game.
Richard
Star wide receiver
Rodgers.
Jeremy Maclin suffered an injury.
Andre
to his
Johnson
right knee.
and Drew
He's
Brees.
already had 2 ACL tears to that same knee, one at Missouri and one with the Philadelphia Eagles. And he was very emotional after the game, and MRI today, Dan.
Peter and Mike, thank you. Huge matchup today. The NFL's top rusher, Adrian Peterson, against the
Marco Murray,
defense.
Alfred
Peterson
Blue,
isn't taking his
Troy
team's
Nicholas
shot lightly.
out of 50.
That's one thing we preaching to the young guys. These opportunities are short. They don't come around often. That's a really
Matt Ryan and Brandon Marshall.
advantage of it. And I think, we made the playoffs this year, so next year we'll be back. I'm looking for a exciting game on Sunday.
My fellow Americans, the comment is now on a collision course with Earth.
Got LaShawn McCoy, Brett Favre, Kyle Van Noy out of 199. Detroit again. Giovanni Bernard and Toby Gurley.
I don't know. I've never rooted before. I just.
Performance. Reimagined. Style.
Jordan Cameron, Torrey Smith, Calvin Benjamin,
Sophistication.
Carolina Panthers out of 199.
Introducing the all-new Lexus RX and RX Hybrid. Agile handling, available 12.3-inch navigation screen, and panorama glass roof. Never has luxury been this expressive.
Eddie Lacy and Andre Ellis.
Perfection. Start the new year. Get a new Nissan.
Pulled in this case or in select. Or
0% financing for up to 60 months. Plus up to 5,000 cash back. Or lease Ultimate at $189 per month. But hurry, the excitement may last with 0% on
we
7
got Des Bryant, Jordan Lynch, Andre Roberts, Cordero Patterson, and Julius Thomas.
Innovation that excites.
It's the refund. 2% over 65.
No idea, man. No idea.
A midnight run for Tigers at that store.
Arian Foster, Maurice Jones-Drew, Jerick McKinnon, Vikings, out of 50.
Why everything we do is to make driving better for you.
Get your
Jerick
weather
McKinnon,
forecast tomorrow on What's the New Sunrise.
C.J. Spiller, and Clay Matthews.
After being suspended for all but one game a season ago, Adrian Peterson returned to again lead the league in tackles. This is the result of a felony charge of reckless or negligent injury of a child after he disciplined his then 4-year-old son with a trigger switch. Peterson eventually pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor charge of reckless assault. Peterson is profiled in this week's Sports Illustrated. Read the story by Greg Bishop and draw your own conclusions. If there were enough time to do that subject any justice at all and ask appropriate follow-ups, we would have done so here. But since there wasn't, our conversation focused on this season and this game. He missed practice Wednesday and Thursday this week with the bad lower back. How close to 100% will you be for the game?
I'll be extremely close. I really the rest out, and that's kind of really what I needed. Come Sunday, I'll be ready to go.
For the fourth straight year, Seattle led the league in fewest points allowed. They were also number one against the rush this year. Week 15, they beat you guys 38-7 and held you to 18 yards on 8 carries. How can it be different this time?
Philip Rivers, Jordan Lynch, Julius Thomas out of 199.
Opportunities. You know, I kind of think back on that game, and they kind of got us out of our rhythm and what we do best. You know, so kind of made us one-dimensional. You know, they're a great defense. They are
Clay
proven,
and
but
Nate
I think
Washington.
it's a different outcome on coming this Sunday.
And off Adrian scoots through at the 25 to the 30. Through the first 11 games of the season, you
We got Demarius Thomas, DeMarco Murray, Rajon Neal, Jeremy Maclin, and RG3.
5 games of the regular season, and the yards per carry is dipped under 4. What's the reason?
I feel like teams have been coming in really focusing on stopping the run. So that has to really do with it. But when I go back and watch the film, I really got to put it on myself. You know, there's a lot of plays that I've left out there, whether it was not being patient enough and letting things develop.
No, it's not personal.
Being too fast.
LaShawn McCoy,
You guys
Andy
in
Dalton,
between domes.
Greg Jennings
You've got a new facility.
out of 99.
Recently left the Metrodome, but the last couple of years outside. So to a certain extent, you're used
T.Y. and J.J. Watt.
Nobody's really used to 0 as a high.
Oh, you know what?
Negative wind chills.
You know what I'm missing?
Nobody's really used to that.
No, I don't really care what no one says. You're not used to going out and playing when it's 0 or negative, but it's all a mindset.
Adrian Peterson with
There we go.
a signal touchdown.
I've been training my mind since the offseason for these outside games. You know, so it's mind over matter. You know, it's win or go home.
There we go.
So,
That's a little
you
better.
gotta buckle up and put their best foot forward.
That way everyone knows who's got who.
And they paced the Vikings 38-7. Peterson gets
We got
8
Favre,
for just
Morris,
18 yards,
Jeff
more
Janis
statistically
for the Green Bay
of his career.
Packers
If the Seahawks are to duplicate that or even
out of
come close to it,
149.
how do they go about it?
Well, it starts with Adrian Peterson, and what's so impressive about him that he's faced the
Marshawn Lynch and Noshawn Marino.
He's still able to pull out big games. And I talked to running back
Vikings running back coach Kirby Wilson, he said it starts with the preparation. That he's a great student of the game, and that he studies the game like a quarterback. But 8 carries in their first meeting is just not going to cut it to one of the best running backs in football. So
Jordan Cameron.
to get Adrian Peterson started early and take the pressure off the passing
I'm
game.
not sure what
And in
this
order for
is.
them to win today, he has to touch the ball at least 25
Does anyone know what this is?
All right, let's get more on this from the guys in the studio.
Got another Trey Mason.
So, where do we go with Adrian Peterson if you're Mike Zimmer? Just what Hines said. They want to get him the ball, but Seattle knows that. And they're going to use Cam Chancellor and make sure that he's a free tackler. So it doesn't matter. In Minnesota, trying to bring extra tight ends, they just
Put that to the side. Does anyone know what that is?
Cam Chancellor's going to be focused on Peterson.
And if you're Seattle's defense, you can never relax versus Adrian Peterson. You can hold him down the first.
Trey Mason is out of 49.
He's always capable of making that one big play. But if you're going against this offense, beware of North Turner and the trick play.
So I have to see 22 out of 49 on the Trey Mason.
And you still think the tight end Kyle Rudolph plays a large role?
Tony Romo, Andre Johnson.
Jared McKinnon, no question.
All righty, Russell Wilson, 3
Not sure if it's like an error card or some type of special card.
Looking for another strong performance today. We've seen Wild playoff is approaching here on NBC.
Back in 1965, Subway's founders
Number.
and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up with one simple
It
mission.
says DEF24.
The idea seemed crazy in a time when artificial foods and gimmicks were all the rage. But roller skates didn't make food any fresher, and mascots didn't make it any tastier. As it turned out, Fred was right.
Brian Hoyer, Shane Scove, Jerry Rice, orange out of 75.
We were fresh before it was fresh to be fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
Ryan Matthews and Matt Ryan.
You're all set to book a flight using your airline credit card miles. And surprise, those seats sometimes cost a ridiculous number of miles, making it really hard to book the flight you want. Luckily, there's a better way. With the Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you'll earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Would it be Khalil
And when you're
Mack?
ready to travel, just book the flight you want on any airline. Then use your miles to cover the cost.
Wild
Now
card.
you're getting
Tavon
somewhere.
Austin,
What's in your
Bo
wallet?
Jackson, Isaiah Burse again. Out of 199.
Other guys love overcharging you for it. Not T-Mobile. Now
Was
you
Khalil
can
Mack
watch
last year?
without watching your data. It's Binge On, only from T-Mobile. Get unlimited streaming on Netflix, HBO Now, Hulu, and more. Plus, get 4 lines up to 6 gigs each, just $30 a line. That's right, 6 gigs each. All the video streaming you want with Binge On, just $30 per line. And it's only at T-Mobile.
Got Dan Marino,
I'll be right back.
AJ Green, Rashad Jennings Prism, Toby Gerhart, and Eddie Lacy.
Text mom. Boys have been really good today. Say, let's get Marcus' own cell phone.
Roxy needs a new bike. Then,
Message. You decide. There you go.
Why are you guys texting Grandma?
Keep your family connected. App Connect on the newly redesigned
Got
facility.
Eli Manning, Alfred Blue, and another Eli Manning.
Understood what it took to have the privileges that we have.
This one is 42 of 50.
My youngest brother is
Let's see
currently
if we can
in
get
the
this together.
and every time I hear that national anthem, every single
42
time
of
I see
50.
that flag wave on my field, wow, okay, you know what?
Andre Ellington and Cordero.
Thank you. Goes a long way.
That's weird.
I truly, from the depths of my heart, cannot say thank you enough. Defeat the champion, become the champion.
A week ago, the Vikings ended the reign of a long
You got Geno Smith, Russell Wilson, Kyle Fuller for the Chicago Bears
We have a tough challenge in front of us.
out of 149.
It's time for us to come out and act like David today.
So in that case, enter Goliath. The two-time
Julius
defending
Thomas and CJ Spiller.
poised to make a run at a third straight Super Bowl.
Got 3 boxes left.
In the NFC wildcard playoff. Kick off the Seahawks Vikings, and the wildcard playoff is getting closer, though the temperatures are hardly getting any warmer. The latest readings have Mercury at -5 degrees, -1 degree from when we came on the air. The wind chill makes it feel like -21. And as both teams grapple with the elements today, perhaps in that area, advantage Minnesota. The Vikings are obviously more used to conditions, at least closer to these, and Key figures, we start with Doug Baldwin. Hard to find somebody who's been hotter than Doug Baldwin. 11 touchdowns in his last 6 games, had 2 TDs against Minnesota in Week 13.
Yeah, he's Russell Wilson's favorite target. He makes a lot of big plays down the field, but he's tough enough to go across the middle. I expect Terrence Newman to have a long day.
Anthony Barr, linebacker for the Vikings this season, 3.5.
All right, I'll run Matt. Bernard, Atachu, LaShawn McCoy, MJD, and Eric Decker. I don't know if this is true, but someone was saying if some of the cards or something, you get like a free box or something from Panini. I don't know if that's actually true. Or you get like a team set or something like that. I don't know if that's maybe one of them. Toby Gerhart, Eddie Lacy, Larry Fitz, out of 99.
And then cold weather games are all about field position, and Tyler Lockett has changed field position for the Seahawks all year with his punt return ability. This could be huge today.
Big Ben and Mike Wallace.
He developed into a good receiver. He's extremely fast. If I'm a defensive back, I have to make sure that I play deep off this guy.
Yeah, that's weird. Just like
He comes in, he plays with a lot of energy. He's an excellent receiver out of the backfield. I think he can cause these.
Andre Ellington, Cordero Patterson, Rod Streeter.
Because Seattle will be keen on Peterson, not so much on McKenna. 3 TDs in his last 3 games. Great story, Jeremy Lane. He broke
That is
his
not
arm in
numbered.
the Super Bowl. He came back in Week 12. And Seattle has needed him back on that other side, away from Richie Sherman. He will get plenty of opportunities today. They will
Keenan Allen and Chris Long.
and not at Sherman. 2 interceptions in 6 games. Stephon Diggs, the rookie out of Maryland. We've seen some really impressive highlights from him. Yeah, big play receiver. And I look for North turning to fight his offense to try to
That kind of makes sense.
Jeremy Lane throwing the ball. He's the guy who can make big plays for the Vikings. 52 catches for 700 yards. Michael Bennett, quotable, and
Julius Thomas, Jeff Janis, Brandon Oliver. Second time today. Out of 199.
You ask the Patriots the most important player on that defense in the Super Bowl, I guarantee you they say they had to block Michael Bennett.
Alshon and Person.
Best player on the field the last time these teams met. 10 sacks on the season. Cam Chancellor back after missing 3 games with a pelvis injury. And he will be zeroed in on Adrian Peterson today. Whenever Peterson's in the backfield, you'll see Cam Chancellor close to the line of scrimmage.
And if I'm North Turner, this is the guy that I'm attacking with Kyle Rudolph up the middle, and he's such a big
We got
target,
CJ
the ball
Spiller,
doesn't have to be thrown perfectly.
Julio Jones,
Fifth-year pro out of Stanford.
Well, if I'm Teddy
Orleans
Bridgewater,
Darkwa,
this is one guy that I'm staying away from.
Cecil
Coach
Shorts,
King
and
is probably
Vincent
the best
Jackson.
cornerback in this league.
He is, and he may not have a pass deflection, he may not have a tackle today, but he will be a factor just with his presence. He may not get a lot of airtime today, but that would be a good thing for Seattle. It's all getting closer. NFL Lock Newton. Big news. The new Sprint LTE Plus network
Julio,
is faster than
Kane
Verizon
Coulter,
and AT&T based
Jimmy
on data from
Ward,
the world's foremost authority on
out of
internet
75.
To celebrate, we're going to cut some prices in half. Switch to Sprint and save 50% on Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rates. No gimmicks, no tricks. It's the biggest offer in U.S. wireless history. What about
Yeah, that
Verizon?
makes the most
50%
sense.
off.
AT&T too.
50% off.
Even T-Mobile.
50%
Russell
off.
Wilson for the Burgers.
Plus, we'll even pay your switching fees up to $6.50 per line. So start the new year off right and switch today.
I have asthma, one of many pieces in my life. So when my asthma symptoms kept coming back on my long-term control medicine, I talked to my doctor and found a missing piece in my asthma treatment.
Once daily Brio prevents asthma symptoms. Brio's for adults with asthma not well controlled on a long-term asthma control.
Got Steve
Like
Smith,
inhaled corticosteroids,
Zach Stacy,
Brio won't replace
Storm
your
Johnson,
inhaler for sudden breathing problems.
out of 199.
Brio opens up airways
The
to help
Jags.
improve breathing for a full 24 hours. Brio contains a type of medicine that increases the risk of death from asthma problems and may increase the risk of hospitalization. in
Demarius
children
and DeMarco.
adolescents. Brio is not for people whose asthma is well controlled on a long-term asthma control medicine, like an inhaled corticosteroid. Once your asthma is well controlled, your doctor will decide if you can stop Brio and prescribe a different asthma control medicine, like an inhaled corticosteroid. Do not take Brio more than prescribed. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
Ask your doctor if 24-hour
Golden
Brio
Tate,
could be a missing
Victor
piece for you.
Cruz,
See if you're eligible for 12
John
months free
Elway.
at mybrio.com.
I hope no one looks at my plans while I'm sleeping.
John Elway's out of 199.
Sleeping.
Because I'm never sleeping.
Home Beach. Download for free.
LaShawn and Favre.
At Sears Winter Event, let our experts help you save 35% or more on appliance hot buys, like this Kenmore washer and dryer for $449.99 each. Sears, top experts for homeowners.
Ryan Matthews, Ryan Grant, Jay Prosh, something like that. Jordan Cameron, Torrey Smith. Matt Ryan, Brandon Marshall looks like Panini points, 151. Des Bryant and Aaron Foster. 2 more boxes. Yeah, it did. It did.
It was always going to be a complicated offseason for the Seahawks. The biggest names on the team are either in line for or at least seeking new contracts. John Lynch was re-signed. Russell Wilson got a big
Yeah, unfortunately the first half probably had all the good stuff in it. It was a pretty good first half, I'll tell you that much.
That created a big gap in the team's famed Legion of Boom secondary. Perhaps in part as a result, the team struggled from the
Cam Newton,
losing their first 2.
David Fluen, another Jerry Rice pink out of 199.
Then at 4 and 5 after a loss on Sunday Night Football, they run a draw with Ellington, and he's going to go all
Alex Smith and Nick Foles.
Seattle's playoff chances appeared to be in real jeopardy. What ensued, however, was a dramatic turnaround. 6 wins in their last 7 games, several in blowout fashion, including a 38-7 victory over the Vikings here in Minneapolis, Week 13. Lots of things have gone right on both sides of the ball.
Hakeem Nicks, Marquise Colson, more points. Andrew Luck and Aaron Rodgers.
And also without Marshawn Lynch, who hasn't played since Week 10 and is out again today. It's all meant Russell Wilson has had to do more. The quarterback has played up to his superstar contract with 24 touchdown passes and only 1 interception in the last 7 games. While the defense, after allowing only 6
Fred Jackson, Emmitt Smith, Nick Foles out of 99.
So now this team appears to have found itself again.
Jamal Charles and Josh McCown.
For the 3rd straight year after another late season surge. And now to simplify the game presented by Microsoft Surface. We know Seattle's been more reliant on the pass, but with the conditions today in Minnesota, how's that going to affect Russell Wilson?
Well, Russell's got to throw it well and have a big day. That was the difference.
We got Jerry Rice, Marion Grice, Brandon Coleman for the Saints, Larry Fitz, and Greg Olsen.
I don't think it changes the game plan. I think Coach Zimmer will come after Russell Wilson. A lot of blitz, a lot of man-to-man, one-on-one opportunities down the field. But these are the type of plays that he can make. They will feel good practice against that defense.
You saw Wilson warming up with no gloves on. He feels like he can throw the ball in this way.
But you think it's his legs, not his arm, that could be the difference?
John Elway.
Huge factor. The design run.
There's Calvin Benjamin one.
Seahawks, Vikings coming up. These guys will make their pick at the NFC wild card playoff.
Calvin Benjamin. Ben Tate for the Browns out of 50. Ben Tate.
Check this out, bro. What's that, bro? Hey?
James Jones, Michael Crabtree, and Kendall Wright.
More savings on car insurance? Yeah, Professor. And more. Like renter's insurance. Always the same. Nice, bro. Say the chief. That's the bro team shape. Geico has motorcycle and RV insurance, too. Ooh. That's a lot more.
Joe Flacco, Aaron Donald, James White for the Patriots out of 75.
Great savings and a whole lot more. To do great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4. A new pen for new masterpieces.
RG3 and T.Y. Hilton.
We reinvented the Surface Pro, so you
I hope there's at least one more big card in here. Come on now.
Thousands of hours of painstaking craftsmanship and an infinite research
Peyton Manning, Andy Dalton,
to create a
Solomon Patton out of 199.
things like nothing else on the road. The all-new GLC,
J.J. Watt and Marshawn Lynch.
starting at $38,950.
Well, Mike finally figured a way to get J.J. Watt off the field. Arm growing, surgery Tuesday. Yeah, just when he started to show promise in the quarterback.
We have two hot, smart Collinsville about to meet us. Graham, are you kidding me right
Antonio
now?
Brown, Rashad Jennings, Mike Evans for Tampa Bay out of
What I'm talking about.
$399.
What are you doing?
Give me a bit.
Probably high tech.
I miss having someone to share with.
Got Noshawn and Tony Romo. It's a dual case break, so it's 2 cases of high tech football.
Great things, sometimes you gotta break the rules. The all-new Surface Pro 4. A new screen for new perspectives. We reinvented the Surface Pro, so you can reinvent
Greg Jennings,
everything else.
Capri Bibbs, Greg Olson, Andre Johnson, and Drew Brees.
No artificial preservatives. It's hard to resist. Even for us.
Even when you're here. You ate all the turkey for our Rhode Island market.
You're supposed to do quality control if they came with the product.
You're not. You work in accounting.
Got it.
Okay.
We got Matt Forte, Carson Palmer, Ed
Tender turkey
Reynolds
sandwich from the Subway sandwich shop. Found it
for
on
the
Fresh.
Eagles out of 199. Steven Jackson and Andre Roberts. You can use I'm pretty sure the coupon code TEK TEK will still work and save 10% at checkout too.
The 2016 Olympic Games live this August for you on NBC.
Seahawks, Vikings getting set for the start of the rest of the Super Bowl in the NFC. Playoffs coming up in Minnesota here on NBC. Meanwhile, 4 days
This is the last box in this
the cold factor
second half of this
is
case.
also part of this game.
Well, I think defensively, you got to really focus on breaking down and tackling in the open field because when it becomes really cold like that defensively, you get a little lazy, you get a little stiff. You have to focus on the fundamentals.
And one area it impacts is the special teams. How will these kickers and punters hit this cold football? And then the returners, can they catch this cold ball in these windy conditions? Secondary importance of the first meeting, won by Seattle by 31. I always felt that when you got a blowout game,
We got Steve Johnson,
had the advantage.
Crockett Gilmore, AJ McCarron
Minnesota
out of
has
$3.99.
changes, and Seattle doesn't know what those changes are going to
Right,
be.
they're back healthy defensively. They got their 3 best players. I expect Zimmer to
Phillip Rivers, Demarius Thomas.
Third down, how do the Vikings move the ball on offense?
I think Kyle Rudolph, I keep talking through about him throughout the show. I think he has to attack Hampton. So Derek McKinnon, backup linebacker, he can kind of create some space. He comes with a certain energy level. I think he can be the difference.
They've got to put it in Teddy Bridgewater's hands on first and second down.
Got Calvin Johnson, Rob Gronkowski, Preston Brown for the Bills
Move the ball.
out of 25.
Same concept that they've been doing. Throw the ball down the field.
23 out of 25. Preston Brown,
Look for
DeMarco Murray,
on the
LaShawn
line
McCoy.
running plays today. Take a look at today's winners, powered by Subway Restaurants. Tony, I'll start with you. Who's winning and why? I really think the Seattle Seahawks, because of Russell Wilson's ability to move in the pocket.
I say Seattle because of the experience. The last couple of Super Bowls they participated in.
Julian Edelman, Jimmy Graham, Ego Ferguson out of 199.
He jumped off the Teddy Bridgewater bandwagon quickly there, didn't he? I like the Vikings today, but I just think Wilson.
Favre and Jordan Cameron.
I think Wilson's going to be the difference. We'll see you at halftime. Final word back to you, Bob.
the NFL doesn't have a temperature threshold that would call for a game like this to be postponed. They're going to play. You always do.
Tom Brady, Solomon Patton, Maurice Jones-Drew, Torrey Smith, and Des Bryant.
Like these are even more challenging. The ice ball between the Packers and the Cowboys on New Year's Eve 1967 was played in negative 13-degree temperatures with a wind chill of minus 48. Actually got down to 15 below at one point. That game is now part of the league's mythology. There was also a Chargers-Bengals AFC title game in 1982. Chris Collinsworth.
We got Doug Martin, Colin Kaepernick, Josh McCown, purple out of 25.
But let me put it this way. Standing here, the slight differences in the numbers are mere details. It's up another notch to minus 4 right now. At this rate, we'll hit freezing by spring. In any event, the Seahawks are looking to become the third, sixth
Aaron Foster, Maurice Jones-Drew.
the Super Bowl. The Packers of 5 years ago and the Steelers of 10 years ago did it. Both went on to win the largest division. The Vikings, an underdog at home today, are going to upset the Seahawks and the process send themselves to warm Arizona. Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth will have the call. Michelle Tafoya will brave the sidelines. Kickoff coming up.
Ben Tate, Jalen Saunders, George Atkinson III, Eric Decker, and Big Ben.
Subway, founded on fresh. There's no doubt Thursday's #1 new drama is the show everyone's talking about.
He knows you're gonna get me killed.
We got Stafford, Julio Jones, Henry Josie.
We do what we
This
have
will be for the Jags
with everyone waiting.
out of 199.
There's something extraordinary.
Tell me the whole truth, or I'll shoot you right here.
Shades of Blue, all new Thursday on NBC and catch up on demand and on the NBC app.
Mike Wallace and Keenan
Start
Allen.
your day with Sunrise.
Wish 2 News Sunrise.
Breaking news that's happening now and headlines from overnight.
We're following some breaking news out of Orange.
Amy's got a forecast designed for your day in the
And expecting some strong to even severe thunderstorms this afternoon.
and guiding you around traffic trouble spots so your commute will fly by.
We got Steve Smith, Zach Stacy, Nick Foles, pink out of 199.
Sunrise team. Wish 2 News Sunrise.
Join us right here Monday morning starting at 4:30.
Chris Long and Alshon Jeffrey.
Find your sweet spot today with Dunkin's Chicken Apple Sausage Sandwich. Enjoy sweet apple and savory sausage together for under 400 calories. America runs on Dunkin'.
Don't let a cracked windshield ruin your plans. Trust
Damn, that card is a pretty penny.
Exclusive on my way text. You'll know exactly when we'll be there, giving you more time for what matters most.
Golden Tate, Matt Hazel, Eric Decker, Percy Harvin, and Cecil Shorts.
Time to get into the new with Ford. New is EcoBoost technology. New is a
Last pack.
New is tougher, stronger, and lighter. New is Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get into a new Focus, Fusion, or Escape.
Victor Cruz,
Financing for 60 months.
Bradley Roby.
$1,000 trade assist cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Some of those defensive players of the year cards. Oh, here we go. There we go. Teddy Bridgewater. At least we ended off decent. Teddy Bridgewater out of 25. 23 out of 25. That makes up for the second half. We had the first half was insane. We had Odell Beckham, Derek Carr out of 15, Devonta Freeman out of 15. At least we got the Teddy. There it is. Alright, that is the break. Thank you, everyone.